Is there a chance for Johnny to become a better person? If so, what can he do to fix his life? What does it have to do with his ex-love, Allie? And how will he handle the tragic events that happened at the end of Season 2? Hi, I'm Dylan. Let's find out together. The ghosts of his past. At the beginning of Season 1, Lawrence looks completely broken. He has a tough job, his clients are rude to him and humiliate him.
You put it on the wrong wall. I said the wall across from the door.
Yes, life is tough if you're a handyman, but it gets even tougher if you're followed by the ghosts of your past. See, for a better understanding of Lawrence's character and his conflict with LaRusso, it's better to watch the Karate Kid movies, at least the first part. But if you haven't had a chance to do so, then don't worry, we did it for you. And here's the brief that you need to know. Lawrence and LaRusso's conflict started over a girl named Allie. Johnny and Allie dated for 2 years.
We were madly in love.
Then they broke up, and while Johnny was trying to get back together with her, all of a sudden, LaRusso stepped in between them.
Oh, man, what's going on?
From this point, the two characters have two different truths. And the important thing to note here is that Allie is still very important to Lawrence, because even 30 years later, he still thinks about her.
She gave me this.
Yes, that black karate strip has a lot of backstory. Now you can see why Lawrence and LaRusso's conflict is still as strong as hell, because even now, they can't let go of the events of that summer of '82.
Well, you did move in on my girl.
Well, she actually wasn't really your girl anymore, was she?
Here's what Zabka told Comic Book. Listen, for the character of Johnny, Allie, I've been saying this for the last 2 seasons, she's a big missing piece of his life. She's the love that got away and in some form would love to reconnect. But the show is full of surprises. Indeed it is. We all remember how Johnny sent her a message on Facebook Messenger and that at the very end of Season 2, she accepted his friend request. Looks like things are gonna get even more complicated, right? But what can Lawrence possibly do to get rid of the ghosts from his past? Well, first of all, he should talk to Allie. We're now almost 100% sure that Elizabeth Shue will appear in Season 3. Will it clear the air between all 3 of them? Time heals, and hopefully they'll be able to hear each other and Johnny will finally be able to move forward. There's also a crazy fan theory about how things could go next. According to what we know from LaRusso and Lawrence's bar talk, Allie went to med school, and now she's a pediatric surgeon, which means that Allie could save Miguel's life. Yes! Well, that would be great closure for Lawrence, wouldn't it? How can Lawrence become a better mentor and father? There are multiple examples of how badly Johnny treats children.
So, we do not allow weakness in this dojo.
Remember how he insulted Eli before he became Hawk, or how he made his students get inside a cement truck? Let's not even talk about how Lawrence made his son Robby hate him. How come he's so bad at mentoring and parenting? It's simple. It's all because of a lack of love. Because Johnny himself never received love and respect, he couldn't give it to his son and students, even when they really needed it. So what should he do to become a better father and mentor? Here's what we think. First of all, he should stop blaming others and admit he's guilty. Remember how he visited Robby at his apartment?
Sorry to interrupt your circle jerk.
What the hell, man? Don't you knock?
Been knocking for 5 minutes. Guess you couldn't hear me over that trash in your boombox.
Wrong! You can't build a better relationship with anybody if you start the conversation with insults. Lawrence can't exactly blame Robby for not attending school because he wasn't the best example for his son. So when he heard that Robby lied to his school about them traveling together, the best thing he could have done was to go somewhere with his son, and therefore turn his son's lie into truth. This might not have worked at first, but the intention would have been much more friendlier. Here's another example. Remember Johnny's reaction when he found out Miguel was dating Samantha LaRusso?
You're dating a LaRusso? Yeah, why? Is something wrong? We need to talk.
Wrong! Instead of dwelling on the past and recruiting Miguel into his camp of hatred, Lawrence could have been happy for him. Or at least pretend he was. Because Samantha did nothing wrong to any of them, right? Another way for Lawrence to become a better mentor and father is to seek common ground. Come on, Johnny! This pedagogical trick is as old as humanity! And it's super easy, because all of the Cobra Kai characters are into the same thing. Karate. Lawrence should use it as a key for getting to know his son better, not to incite hatred between the 2 dojos. Dealing with Johnny's father figure. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy. This motto only works for those who really believe life is a bitch. If you don't punch it in the face first, it'll knock you out. John Kreese drilled this merciless motto into poor Johnny's head for years. And unfortunately, Johnny was too broken by his horrible father to resist the philosophy of his sensei. Life knocked Johnny down a lot. He needed a powerful system to protect himself from the demons of the outer world, and from the inner too. Cobra Kai was the easiest way to achieve that. And 10 years later, karate was replaced by alcohol. What I'm trying to say is, Johnny Lawrence isn't a bad guy. He was just trying to find his own life philosophy. In The Karate Kid, there was a really great moment that proved to us that Lawrence has the potential to be good. He had some doubts about what his sensei told him. In the scene where he fought against LaRusso in the tournament, John Kreese told him,
"Sweep the leg. You have a problem with that?"
You can see that Lawrence doesn't want to fight dirty. He's not sneaky. He's not a typical bully. He wanted to have his revenge, but only in an honest fight. Unfortunately, in that moment, Johnny Lawrence wasn't brave enough to fully resist his sensei. But we definitely glimpsed that he was trying to be a good guy, and thank God John Kreese wasn't able to stamp that out of him, even though he tried his hardest to. Frankly speaking, John Kreese can never be a true father figure for Johnny. He was always about manipulating and getting his own gain. In the second film, Johnny was confident enough to argue with his sensei, which almost cost him his life.
Hey, come on! Hey, what are you doing?
Thankfully, good old Mr. Miyagi stepped in and saved Johnny. So Lawrence actually owes his life to Miyagi-Do, and if he wants to make his life better, he needs to find the strength to break free from his toxic sensei. There's no way Johnny Lawrence can be happy without solving this issue. But is there a chance for Lawrence to finally become a better person? We'll get to that soon. But for now, let's discuss another character's conflict. Johnny Lawrence versus the modern world.
Yeah, asshole, I clicked all the buttons. I still can't find the internet.
Have tried connecting to the Wi-Fi.
Obviously.
What's Wi-Fi?
Yeah. Johnny Lawrence simply sucks at modern technology. He's an analog man in a digital world. He had no idea how to turn on a computer, no idea what Facebook was, and the most ridiculous of all is that he easily believed in nonsense conspiracy theories.
Truth. I knew it.
What a great touch for his character. Love it. According to Lawrence's philosophy, computers and everything that is connected to them are for nerds.
Have you seriously never owned a computer before?
Yeah, I'm not a nerd.
Things used to be simple, Lawrence told Miguel when the boy helped him create a Tinder account.
Find a chick at a bar, bump into her hard, but not too hard, pretty hard, then you buy her a beer.
This is something that only a man who's completely stuck in the past would say, and no matter how hard he tries, he doesn't succeed. At least in the first 2 seasons. The way Lawrence gets through all the technology stuff is another brilliant example of how well thought out his character is. Because this is exactly what a man with a similar past would look like in real life. But there's hardly any character in a movie or show that can be great without changing. So, is Johnny Lawrence's situation hopeless? Is there still a chance for him to get redemption? It's time to change your life, Mr. Lawrence. We on the Awesome channel believe that there's redemption for everyone who's ready to change for the better. And we can proudly say that Johnny Lawrence is on the right track. Let's take a look at what's changed for the better during the 2 seasons. Until the end of season 1, Johnny Lawrence lived his life following the Cobra Kai motto. And anybody who follows the no mercy motto will find out sooner or later that life has no mercy for them either. Fair play. But the real breaking point for Lawrence happened in the final episode of season 1. When Miguel faced Johnny's son in the tournament, Lawrence just couldn't see the no mercy motto being used against Robby. That's when something really clicked in his head. And in season 2, Johnny Lawrence started the long path towards his redemption. He changed the whole idea of how he taught his students. The Cobra Kai dojo was always about no mercy, and sometimes even dirty fighting. But when Lawrence decided he wanted to be a better person, he changed the motto of his dojo.
No more cheating. No more fighting dirty.
Which, of course, led to some very serious issues. We have several suggestions for Mr. Lawrence for season 3. First of all, do not seek revenge. Come on, just stop this stupid feud. Both Lawrence and LaRusso lose because of it. Sometimes it seems like the female characters in the series are the most sensible ones. I mean, look at LaRusso's wife and Miguel's mother. Remember the scene in the restaurant? How gracefully they made the 2 men chill out. At least for a while, anyway. Take notes, Lawrence. Second of all, ignore John Kreese. This man invented Cobra Kai. He made it brutal. It's his thing. If Johnny Lawrence is on the path of becoming a better man, why not invent a new karate style? A merciful one. Pick another name, any name that won't be associated with Cobra, and start from scratch. And stop drinking so much beer. Lawrence is supposed to be a sensei, not an alcoholic. Third of all, talk to Allie and get the closure that's desperately needed. If she's so important to Johnny, then her advice might be super helpful. And the last one, and the hardest, Lawrence should leave Robby alone. Because the level of hatred that his son feels for him is incredibly high. And the only thing that can help here is time. Maybe one day there will be a moment when his son will be ready to talk to him. Until then, Lawrence better stay aside until he's needed. Yes, Johnny Lawrence has a lot of old sins to cleanse, a lot of mistakes to fix. His path won't be easy. Maybe he won't be able to finish it, but at least it will be the right one to follow. And what do you think? Can Johnny Lawrence become a better person? And which lifestyle is closer to yours, Cobra Kai's or Miyagi-Do's? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe to our channel, and just as you always do, stay awesome.